Kerala governments have questioned the maintainability of presidential reference on the issue of the Supreme Court mandating a timeline for clearing bills. The state governments have called it a camouflage attempt by the centre to overturn the apex court's judgment. Ashmit joins us now with more. Ashmit, where does this now leave the role and the significance of the governor's action or inaction?
Well, it was in April 2025 that the Supreme Court passed a landmark judgment prescribing a deadline for the very first time, a deadline for the governor, a deadline for the president to clear bills that are being passed by the state assemblies. This order was passed after multiple states, the likes of Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Punjab, Delhi, had raised questions about their respective governors timing the entire legislative process by just sitting on these bills. However, landmark as it was, it invited a strong pushback from the centre saying that the Supreme Court has no business dictating terms to the governor as well as to the president's office, which is what led to President Draupadi Murmu making a presidential reference, which is essentially raising a question before the Supreme Court. The sum and substance of those questions was, does the Supreme Court have the powers to prescribe deadlines for the president's office? Now, the states of Kerala and Tamil Nadu are dead set against this. What they're saying is that the president merely acts on the aid and advice of the government, and therefore this is nothing but the government that is using the window of the presidential reference to overturn the Supreme Court judgment. They said that this is essentially a way to bypass the Supreme Court judgment, a way to overturn it, a way to substitute the Supreme Court judgment. This is simply impermissible. In fact, Abhishek Manu Singh, appearing for the state of Tamil Nadu, went on to say that whatever language one may use to camouflage this is nothing but a ruse, an attempt by the centre to overturn an existing Supreme Court judgment, that this will severely impact institutional integrity, something that cannot be permitted. The centre, however, remaining firm that this is broadly a question of law being raised by the president, and there's no reason why the Supreme Court can't consider it.
Ashmit, many thanks. Now, the opposition bloc is